My name is Joseph Edgar. I'm the Duke of Shomolu. Okay, so we have done 20 of this. So we do plays on historical people. So we've done 20, so I think this is 21st. So this one is on Chief MKO Abiola because we see him as the main person who made sacrifice for our democracy. So we decided to tell this story, so that to remind Nigerians. So the truth of the matter is that a lot of young people were not even born when this happened. So a lot of people came to see this production were not even born. His daughter is here, and she said she was 2 years old when all of this happened. So just for us to bring it back to the front burner and then try to understand what happened, what brought about this democracy. In a very recent past, we had leaders who took decisions based on integrity. Because he could have negotiated himself out of this problem, but he stood his grounds, and lost his life in the process. So basically, the lesson here is for our young ones to know that, you can be immortalized, by standing up. You stand by your principles, so not the kind of thing that we're seeing nowadays where it's self-interest that pushes, So this play pushes selflessness. It's bringing a lot of depth into the system. Do you understand? A lot of depth into the system. It's bringing a lot of content and it's creating jobs within the system because you see that theatre is what they want to call the poor cousins of the entertainment industry. Everybody's running for movies. So we do a lot of theatre productions, and then that means that we give a lot of opportunities to actors and actresses to find fulfillment in their craft. So last year we did 6, year before last we did 8. This year now we're planning to do another 6. So this is the first one. We're doing Awo in London in May, and then we're doing Gowon in August, and then we're doing 2 plays in December. So that's it. The message I wanted to give to the people. So basically the role of the gods, of the ancestors in a man's life. You get role of destiny in a man's life. Do you understand? And so we just pick those small pieces and just put it and compress them, put it within an hour, 20 minutes. This production is very complex because we don't really know who was the lead character. So yes, the play was called Kashimawo. So most likely the guy who acted Kashimawo could be seen as the lead character. But for me, I saw Eshu and I saw the other guy that played Dagbolo or something. I feel that their role was more important than Kashimawo because they tried to explain, Kashimawo's life. Things like that. So that's it for me.
Destination Olawale. Coming back from work, passing through the street, you keep helping people. Now we are at home, you are picking phone calls, still helping people. Sir, day in, day out, till the end of the world. People will always have problems, sir. Mass problems are endless, sir. You need to find time to rest and take your rest. Sir, the day to rest is the day that we die. You see, I am committed to helping the needy and finding solutions to the problems of the society as much as I can. So you see, as much as I try, I always see the need to do more. Because, like you see, human problems are endless. The answer now, you will be involved. My people from all regions, and you see, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọba gun ẹsẹ̀ sí nínú mi kò ní kọsẹ̀. I'm so excited. I am more pride, all this encomium, and chieftaincy honors, just for doing what I know how to do very well. Helping humanity. See, I am encouraged to do more.
Yeah, my name is Biodun Abe, a fellow of theater arts. I played Kashimawo in the play Kashimawo, and I think I am happy that I was considered for that role. It's a bit challenging because it is not just an ordinary role. Yes, acting is about impersonation. You need to, wear the character of another person. But this has its own peculiarity, and that is, it is not just talking straight. You need to, imitate somebody that is special. One, then you are looking at the figure, that we are considering here, and one knows that he has a lot of job to do, getting across to the audience. That means you really need to consider the issue of research, seriously. So whatever we are saying there is a product of serious research into the person of Kashimawo, his way of talking, then gestures and the rest of them. So all these are well researched into to be able to communicate. So what you saw on stage there is actually a product of serious research. Being considered for that role by the director himself, that is Professor Rasako Jobakari. He actually, I want to believe he saw what no other person could see, or what I myself would not even see. Because when he told me about, considering me for the role of Moshood, I started wondering. And he was so vehement about it, he was so serious about it, he said that's the way we want to. And as usual of Professor Rasakojo, Bakari is deep. He's a great thinker. He knows his job, so you can't even fault his decision on anything, be it about directing, about casting, or any other thing regarding, a production. So, and that's how I became, Moshood, Kashimawo, Abiola, and the production. As usual, of him. He says things differently. As a director and a playwright, I can say boldly that he has iconoclastic tendencies. He doesn't go the popular way. He has his reason, for whatever he's doing. And you hardly can fault his decision because he's been around and he knows his job. You don't become a professor, for just nothing. So I think it's still part of that has manifested in his decision regarding the casting for every role in the production, including mine that they considered me for.
Olawale is ever wise and ever just. He deals with each man according to his situation and reality. A child of the covenant. Yes, when you get a child from the covenant, he must return. He must return usually at the peak of his life, living when his departure acts most a special gift from the gods. He came to taste mortality just to wipe away tears from the faces of the mortals, from the faces of his father and mother, to the faces of those who came near him. He dried their tears and planted smiles on their faces. Yes, when he came close to his prominent love, life, and breath left him. Oh, what an irony! Why Gbálẹ́gbálẹ́ alápà wọ́n ní ẹ má má gbára wé. Gbálẹ̀gbálẹ̀ alápà wọ́n ní ẹ má gbára wé. Kó lù ọ̀ká lè rí fi yan. Torí àbíkú òun mèrè. Ọgbọgba ni wọ́n ń ṣe. Ó tóbi, ó kéré, ó tínrín, ó sanra, ó pupa, ó dúdú, àbíkú òrèlé rẹ̀ bó dọ̀la. Yes, such irony is a ubiquitous features of the children of the covenant. For them that came in the earlier seasons, they were often named Ikukoyi. In those seasons, when the eyes resided in the knees, Igbekoyi they were called. Shining, starry, sleek, and smart, they were often decoded at birth. Pretty, perfect, and often pleasant.
My name is Oriyomi Joseph Oluwafemi Ori. You know, people call me Ori in the theater, but generally people call me Wasi Wakanaki. You know, that's a character people know me with on TV. I play the character Onibode in the play Kashimawo. Well, the character I play here is one of the newest thing I have done in the theater. Not as if it's not like I haven't done something like that before, but this Onibode took me to another level of performance entirely, because you know, there's what we call method acting in theater. When you have to sink yourself into that character, you will lose your own self and gain that particular character, and that's what actually helped me to deliver. And you know, if you can remember one of his lines, he said that my assignment is short, simple and straightforward. Yeah, I said I receive your soul the day you die. That's what he does. So he's so proud of that duty of being the gatekeeper of heaven, that he receives souls, he takes them in, and he announces where they are going. Either you are going to good place or bad place, as we believe. Yeah. So I'm glad I am given the honor, or let me say the opportunity, to interpret this character. They being the maiden, the first ever. Even if this play is going to be published tomorrow, history will have it that Oriyomi Joseph Ori played Onibode. You know, so I'm happy about that. Me personally, it feels like this play is actually preaching to me, because unfortunately I lost my brother 2 years ago in 2022, and that is the man that brought me up, that brought all of us up, because we lost our dad at the early age. So I have been questioning God. In fact, I almost lost my faith. I almost lost my faith in God. I almost started saying God is not existing. Because, you know, some things happen to man and you begin to question, okay, what actually is the essence of existence? Why do we exist? But being part of the process of this play, because it's an experimental theater, you know, because the way Prof created the script, we were together and he was telling us and we're jotting down, we're writing, we built it together. He took us through the process. It was more like a learning process for most of us that study theater and those people who didn't study theater but have the passion and they are practicing. You know, so the play preached to me, and I'm sure that the same way it's going to be preaching to every other person out there. So there are things that we don't question. There are things that happens and only God knows, and that's what we grew up to learn from elders, that God knows that there's no way a leaf will drop off a tree that God in heaven will not know about it. So yes, as humans, we will feel pains. If you like, again, let me go back to Onibode again. It says that our gain, their loss. When the soul of the righteous come home, we rejoice. They mourn, they sorrow. You know, so they say that heaven gains the soul. So what matters is the destination and the legacy. You see, Kashimawo lived well. He lived well. He built people. He built nations. Not only his own tribe as a Yoruba. He went cut across other tribes, even outside Nigeria, South Africa, and till today, his legacy lives on. So for me, that's my take home. What most important thing about a man or woman, generally, live well.
You are not omniscient, not omnipotent. You are only given the power of omnipresence to aid the assignment. Our master, Olawale, has given you a messenger. You are. Our wise master only made you know all you need to know for your duty, and that is I shall summon them. Those Eledumare made to know all things. Yes, for the purpose of the assignment he gave them. He made them omniscient. I shall summon them. They know what has happened, what is happening, and what will happen. They know why, how, what, when, and where all happens. They are Olumina. And assigning his messenger, let me summon them. Let me summon them to come unravel what in your eyes is a mystery. Yeah. Arumila! Ẹ̀là funfun gbọ̀ọ́kọ́lẹ̀, òjíṣẹ́ Olódùmarè, àrínlọ́rọ́dẹ olùmọ̀rọ̀ ọkàn o. Ọ̀sán yìí o! Abẹ̀rọ̀ kíkí, ọ̀sán yìí ló lè wé, ọ̀sán yìí ló lè gbò ó. Aráyé lọ́run, ìránṣẹ́ Ọ̀rúnmìlà, I call you today.
My name is Victor Charles Kuka. I played the character of Iku, which means death, in the play production titled Kashimawo. It's a play about MKO Abiola. Actually, the character Iku is so symbolic because, you know, normally death doesn't have to question his emotions or his mortality, why he carries out certain instructions from God. But if we can bring it to our African traditional context, Orunmila. But at this instance, Iku was questioning his own mortality through Onibode, which is the gatekeeper, that he shouldn't allow MKO Abiola to go into that gate. He should give him a chance because of the life MKO lived. And it is, should I say, it is, will I use the word unimaginable for you seeing Iku pleading for a soul, because this has been his lifestyle. The young, he kills the young, kills the old, the kind, the wicked, the deserved and the all-deserved. He carries out instructions. So that is the character of Iku. But Iku now stands as, should I say, like a lawyer, like an ombudsman pleading for MKO. Because actually he saw other souls going into that gate, but he didn't plead. But he decided to plead for this man because the man just lived, let's say, 6 seasons with his legacies. Why didn't Olodumare, allow him to complete his task? It is not about only the younger generation, even the older generations. Because you can see this is just like an edutainment. It is not just about entertainment, it educates and enlightens. If you watch Kashimawo, it unravels. I won't say mystery, it unravels an information I will say Nigerians doesn't know, which is at the tail end about his background, his history, how he came about. But we are not here to judge because he carried out the instructions. Like, who would have imagined he was a child of the coven? And you can see this intellectual, he can bring out an intellectual argument. Is it a cup of tea? Or is it because he came here and he has lived his time as an Abiku and he has been taken back? So it is an enlightenment to Nigerians and to all our diaspora in the world about who MKO Abiola is. And all I can say to our generation is, let's be good. Let's always leave a legacy. It will speak for us, sir. Whether it's Abiku or Emerio, it doesn't matter. It is what he did on earth. Because even if you watch the play, even when they say it's going to Orurere, they were all happy. Like the Bible also said, when the righteous dies, the earth loses, but heaven rejoices.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Another round of applause for this wonderful cast. All right, without wasting much of our time, hope we all had fun. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, the writer, the director of this wonderful piece, Professor Ocho Bakari. And ladies and gentlemen, so quickly want to bring on set the MD, CEO of this great company that's put all of this together, Mrs. Olawale Edgar, the Duchess. So, as she's coming on set, I want to quickly bring on stage the man who makes sure all of this happened, the man who had sleepless nights, the man who said this will happen and it will happen. Put your hands together for spiritual head of Duke of Shomolu, Joseph Edgar.